We're moving towards Halloween, and things with the HAP program, the $10 billion Mortgage Assistance Fund, are starting to heat up. In early 2022, the states are going to start giving out money for all kinds of government mortgage assistance, including a very large amount that could go to you if you can't make your ongoing mortgage payments. Some people are starting to understand that there's this $10 billion fund out there that when the year turns, at the end of this year, the beginning of 2022, there's going to be a huge pot of money for free mortgage assistance for people who cannot pay their mortgages and their forbearance amounts. This is a huge slush fund that's given to each state that they can use to pay for people's mortgages, for people's forbearance amounts that they couldn't pay. And the biggest news about this, which we've talked about in other videos, is that these are grants. What that means is you don't have to pay this money back. It's not 100% strings free, but as long as you tell the truth, and as long as you could not get any other assistance, this money does not have to be paid back. It's a very big deal. Now, why are they doing this? The federal government is trying to avoid the mistakes of 2008 by avoiding a huge foreclosure wave that's supposed to happen in 2022. The HAP program is designed to stop this foreclosure wave. There are many reasons, political and non-political, why nobody wants this foreclosure wave to happen. Obviously, a foreclosure wave is bad for anyone who owns a home because you could be swept up in that and you could lose your home. Now, I was around in 2008 when the government didn't have this type of program, and a lot of people lost their homes because they were unable to pay the mortgages and unable to modify their loans. The HAP program gives $25,000 to $80,000, depending on the state where you live, for all kinds of government mortgage assistance for people who cannot pay back what was lent to them or what was allowed for them not to pay during the forbearance period. The big thing you need to understand is that there are income limitations, but they're extremely generous. It's 150% of the regional average. I'm going to put right here where you can look for your income guidelines in your area, and all you have to do is find your county, and you can look what one person, two people, three people, what the household size is and what the income is. If your income is less than those amounts, then you might qualify for half, and you might be able to get some free money. Now, half can give people 1 to 2 years of future mortgage payments if they are unable to make their current mortgage payment. I'm going to repeat that. You can get a grant for all your mortgage payments for a couple of years. Now, how does it work? You have to apply for this, obviously, when it becomes available in early 2022, but you need to first try to get a loan modification, or you need to try to do something with your bank. If you fail and you cannot get one, or they deny you, then you can apply for the HAF grant. But here's the thing. Mortgage companies never give future mortgage assistance. All they do is possibly modify. So the federal government rule says that you're allowed to ask for money because you cannot pay your ongoing mortgage payment. So let's analyze that. That means that if you cannot pay your current mortgage payment because you came off forbearance and for whatever reason you lost your job, one of your family members lost their jobs, you were sick, there's something going on in your life that you have either a decrease in income or an increase in expenses, then you might not be able to afford the ongoing mortgage payment. Now, you have to try to get a modified payment. Now, let's say they gave you a modified payment, but you still can't afford that modified payment because the modified payment isn't always guaranteed to be affordable. Sometimes there is a large reduction, but you have to understand that even in many cases, people cannot afford even this reduced mortgage payment because for whatever reason. Now, if you're in the situation, the HAF program, according to the federal government rules, they have to try to give you some money for these ongoing mortgage payments. That's a huge deal. You have to understand, that means that you can basically get a check paid directly to your bank. It doesn't come to you, it goes to your bank, that they will pay for many, many months of ongoing mortgage payments that you could not afford. Now, I get a lot of questions about when is this going to be available. It is not available right now. It's going to be available by the end of this year, 2021, or early 2022. So you need to start getting ready, because when it comes, you need to be first in line to apply for these programs, because the money will run out and people will not be able to get assistance if they wait too long, and you might miss out on a large grant that you don't have to pay back and that you could save your home from foreclosure.